I'm really good. It's cool. Why am I such a nerd? Brooklyn, New York. We're in Bushwick, not the nicest day, hence the entirely black outfit today. Very New York. Got a little bit of black on black layering going on. Black Uniqlo turtleneck, my weekday satin jacket, which is a really nice layering piece, and then, as always, my misguided leather jacket, which is part of my exoskeleton at this point. And my new Puma Suede 50 anniversary MAC collaboration Lady Danger trainers. So obviously I had to wear a Lady Danger lipstick to go with it. Love being down here. We're stopping off at one of our favourite cafes in Jefferson, and it's such a cool area. There's like all of the most amazing graffiti down here, and Colin in the back looking enthused as usual. Today's a bit of a freelancer working day from us, so we're heading to one of our favourite cafes down here, AP, and we're gonna get some work done. Of trying to eat a sandwich with lipstick on. Successful freelance coffee shop session done. We were there for about 4 hours. We got lunch. It was all good. The coffee was good, and it was rather quiet, although we were sitting next to I think a Tinder first date. And I don't know about you, but those are like the most awkward things to sit next to. To be honest, for most of it, they just sounded like they were arguing about the secrets of the universe. They were literally trying to solve mankind's philosophy in one sitting, and it was so freaking awkward. It was a good productive day, to be honest. Today I had like lots of anxiety. I don't know if you guys have days where you just have lots of like tiny things to do, like a mountain of tiny little errands and people to get back to and like loose ends to tie up. It was kind of one of those days, so I feel a lot better now that it's kind of cleared a bit. I feel like my schedule is a little bit more straightforward and I can kind of start planning ahead. I feel like it's very hard to move forward and plan ahead when you've got so many little things holding you back. So I feel lighter. Peak glam, but it's dinner time, so who the hell cares? I thought I'd show you what we're kind of making tonight. We've been getting back in the routine of trying to cook for ourselves still. It's tough, I'm not gonna lie, but we've kind of been taking some shortcuts. We're creating another meal we had on holidays, which is simple but good. Hopefully this one will be just as good. Trader Joe's organic vodka sauce. We've got some uber fresh parmesan. I mean, nothing says Italian like a packaged cheese. I've got some fresh little tomatoes, which I'm going to saute and hopefully richen up the sauce a little bit. And the main star of the show, I'm so excited to try this. We picked this up in Whole Foods and it's a fresh pasta. So they have a really good like fresh pasta section. And I have to say, since moving to New York, I appreciate fresh pasta so much. Like, it is so much better. We got that, which I'm excited to try, and then I've just made up a little cucumber side salad, which I will use throughout the week as well. And we've also gone on a little bit of extra chicken for Cahill because he's got that man appetite that I can't quite relate to. But yeah, it's so hard not to be craving carbs right now, like more bread. I feel like, is this just an Irish thing? I feel like in Ireland, a pasta dish or an Italian dish, even if it's pizza, just doesn't feel right unless there's garlic bread involved. Like, it's a sickness. We've hit a snag. Neither of us can open the Trader Joe's pasta sauce. First, I was trying to explain to Carl I lived for 2 years without him and that I could manage, but then I finally gave in, and then we laughed so hard because he couldn't do it either. This big, strong, 6-foot man. What's the trick? Stab a hole in it. Does that like release some pressure? Way success. There was a method to his madness. Carbs. This is dinner. I'm going to eat it and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hello everyone, it is the nicest day today. We've just been spending some time out on our balcony. I've pulled myself together, we've gotten dressed because we are heading to Astoria Park, which I've never been to before, but it's my friend Adele's booze birthday, so we're gonna go and chill in the park and have a little bit of a birthday picnic. So I've already prepped a little gift. Nothing says last minute like some homemade chocolates, and these are like my favorite things to make ever, and I make these at least once a year. I used to make them for like my colleagues when I used to work in retail at Christmas and like special occasions, and sometimes I just make them for myself because they're really good. They're really quick to make, but I started actually making them last night, so if you want to watch the recipe, I'll insert those clips now. The only thing is I don't think I'll be vlogging this because it's with my really good friends and I haven't caught up with them in ages with the holiday and everything and moving, and I just want to spend some quality time with them. So instead I'm going to leave you with some footage from the other day when I went to go meet Michaela and Stephanie in Central Park. Central Park is absolutely packed. Look at them, they're so pretty. So we have Michaela. We have Stephanie. You can go follow them on Instagram because they're two Irish girls rocking it. You would have seen Michaela.
You saw me.
Yeah,
hi, everyone.
Teen Vogue interview.
That was fun.
This is another Irish girl boss right here. So if you want to go follow more Irish girls from Ireland, link in the description. We're all wearing trainers. This is what New York does to you. Comfort is key.
Yeah.
Super fun seeing those girls. We ended up like spending 2 or 3 hours chatting in Central Park, but it was so nice because like in New York sometimes it's hard to pin people down because people have very busy schedules. So it's nice when plans work out last minute. I decided to stop off at the old apartment and check to see if there was any packages. There wasn't, which was good. That means my mail forwarding service is working. And stopped off at some old Upper East Side food haunts that I miss a lot. So until we get some recommendations from you guys for the Ridgewood area, I stopped off at our old favourite Orwashers to pick up our favourite bread, either the ultimate whole wheat or the whole grain freeform or something like that. It's about $5, but it's so good. And like when you live in New York, fresh bread becomes so important because the quality of the food in New York can just be a bit shit, to be honest, compared to back in Ireland. So getting fresh bread with like no preservatives becomes a priority, I guess. And I was also cheeky and stopped at Salvo's to bring Cathal home some pizza and maybe a cheeky slice for myself as well, because we really do miss our old pizza haunt. Well, we are having a full-blown lazy morning. In here we have a orange almond cake slice, and we also have a cherry chocolate pain au chocolat, which if good will completely reaffirm my move to Queens. You know it's summer when you're smushed onto the subway with a million other people and everyone's sweat and everyone pressing up against you becomes the norm and no one really cares. It's already pretty late in the day, to be honest, but I thought that I would take the opportunity and pop over to the Frieze art fair because I've never been. It's an opportunity to come over here to Randall's Island and do something new. I think it's 130 galleries, over 30 countries all coming here to showcase. Oh my god, this place is huge. It's like rows and rows and rows and rows of artwork. It's literally mental. I don't think I'm even going to have enough time to see it all. I'm even wearing my David Hockney t-shirt from the Tate London merch section. Why am I such a nerd? Honestly, if you're in any way involved in the arts field, whether you're a graphic designer or a textile artist, just go and see other forms of art and guarantee you'll be like reinvigorated and re-inspired. it isn't an art fair unless there's nipples involved, let's be honest. The art in New York is something I will always be grateful for. I remember being broke as hell my first year in New York, and you know, shit's expensive, you know, it's hard to do fun things, and it always provided me with something to do because there is so many galleries in New York that are free. The Pace, you know, the David Zwiners, you just walk in, and even if you know nothing about art, just go in with your friends, look at some weird shit, have an opinion on it, and maybe even come across some artists that you really like and will read up about afterwards. I think if you're not already into art, $50 might be a bit hefty of a price tag if you're not that interested in it, but I've been really enjoying it. My favourite pieces so far, surprisingly, have been some Tracy Emin paintings that were here, and they were really beautiful, really feminine. They were like pinks and reds, and geez, that golden hour though. Yeah, it's time to go home. Made it home. That was a lovely little me day. I haven't taken one of those in a while. Just back at the flat. My hair actually held up pretty well. I was saying on Instagram, I noticed since Cuba, well basically our first day in Cuba, it was so humid, and my hair just kind of like, I just woke up like this. It was like super wavy, almost curly, like the back of my head. In some pictures, like I nearly had full on like loose ringlets. And I was digging it because I've spent so many years like trying to style my hair like this with hot tools. The humidity has just been kind of doing this thing to it, and I've been digging it. Wave spray ondulation. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I really have not had great experiences with wave products. I thought the hairspray was okay, and the dry shampoo, I'm sorry, if a product isn't working for me by the second use and I can't figure it out, then it's not a product for me. But this, I feel like, is showing promise. I basically scrunched it into my hair just to help hold waves, because sometimes my hair looks cute in the morning and then I leave and it gets gross. Also, because it's spring summery, I am busting out all of my perfumes again. So I've been wearing this one. It is the perfect daytime scent. It's the L'Occitane Fleur de Cerisier, their little sort of cherry blossom perfume, which is perfect timing because all of the cherry blossoms are out. But it's so nice. I feel like it's really fruity and florally. It's very like the pink Chanel Chance, if any of you guys are a fan of that. So if you like that, then try this. One more thing I wanted to chat about before I go to bed tonight and close off the vlog for the day was, oh my god, 150,000 Irish young people have not registered to vote for the upcoming referendum in Ireland for the 8th Amendment. Oh my god, you guys, I know you have a lot on your mind, and you know, the guy you're texting, or your exams, or you know, stuff teenagers have to deal with and young people in college have to deal with. You know, there does feel like there's bigger stresses out there, but this is a really important vote, and you do not want to regret taking part in this vote, you know, 5, 10, 15 years down the line where it may affect your future decisions. I thought it was important to give you guys another reminder. I have been pushing a little bit on Instagram. You know, I don't want to shove it down your throats. I want you guys to make your own decisions. If you would like to see more of my opinion on the topic, I did a video about 2 months ago on the whole abortion and my view on repeal the 8th and all of that stuff, which may help you make a decision, or you know, at least some information about it. If you were still undecided, definitely highly recommend you give that a watch. I'll also leave that in the description below. If 2017 has taught us anything, it's that nothing is guaranteed when it comes to these votes and these referendums and having your say. It's cool to use your vote, okay guys? But yeah, I think I've blabbered on enough today. I will see you guys in the next clip. Night. Oh wait, you picked a box. Good morning, Brooklyn and Queens. Bit of a cloudy one today, but who cares? It's the weekend. We're gonna make the most of it. I am finally catching up with some friends who I haven't seen in ages. Natalia's coming over to check out the apartment for the first time, and we're gonna get coffee, and then I'm gonna meet some more friends from home a little later on. So it's just like one of those chill Saturdays. Oh, we have all the windows open, so it's kind of noisy, but yeah, we've just cleaned the apartment. It is looking so bare, but we completely cleaned it from top to bottom. I must say Cahill is like a better cleaner than I am. He's more thorough, whereas I'm just more constantly tidy, if that makes any sense. Anyway, yeah, we've cleaned it because, well, obviously because my friend's coming over, and I'm like, you know, I gotta have that Irish pride and make sure that my mommy would be proud. But also we're just getting prepped for the couch coming tomorrow. Finally, the space will be of use. I've also ordered our bed frame, so I feel like next week's vlog is going to be very haul heavy in terms of the main furniture bits that we're getting. So sorry that there wasn't a lot of that this week. It's just, you know, if you really look at it, it's really only been barely a month since we've moved in, and it takes a while to get things sorted, so I promise there is more interior stuff. Yeah, I know you're probably bored of me being like, it's coming, but it is, I promise. But enough of that. We cannot go forth today without some coffee, so I'm gonna go head back to that French bakery that I was at earlier in the week. That's here in Ridgewood, and yeah, I really like it. I've had that orange almond cake more times this week than I care to admit, and then hopefully just enjoy some catch-ups on the roof, which I will bring you guys up to. 5 hours later, I'm all chatted out. Natalia has left. We caught up, it was good times, lied on the roof, tapped up her tan a little bit, so I'm really enjoying some of those extra amenities in the building. So we actually spent quite a lot of time, well, I spent quite a lot of time practicing my tarot on her. I told you guys maybe earlier on in the vlog, and maybe in a couple of other vlogs that have been leading up to this, but I've really gone ham on trying to teach myself tarot, and Natalia's the first person that I've practiced on that hasn't been me or Cahill, so it was really insightful. I feel like I learned a lot, and I feel like I've been just using my intuition on when I feel like I'm doing it wrong and when I feel like I'm doing it right. Actually, since I've been doing these tarots, I've been doing them probably every day for the last week. Look, whether there's anything to them, I don't really care. All I know is that when I do my daily tarot, I feel good. I feel like it prepares me for the day. I feel like it gives me motivation or hope or courage to face things that I know I'm feeling deep down. Let me tell you that story. So earlier in the week, I actually took a few days off the vlog because I really freaking hurt my eye. I came down with this really random minor injury. I think I scratched the cornea of my eye, and if you guys follow me on Instagram stories, you know, and it was excruciating. It was super painful, and I did my tarot, and I can't remember what card it was, but the main headline of the card was blocked vision. And there's a couple of cards that I've gotten this week that have been very literal, and even though you're not supposed to read it that way. And here's the thing, before I sat down to do the tarot, the only reason I did it was because I knew my eye was sore for a reason. I was looking for a meaning behind it. I don't know, like, you can like judge me all you will for that, but I just felt like my eye was stopping me in my tracks for a reason. And there's been stuff I feel like that's really been hindering my my progress recently in terms of like my potential and projects that I want to work on that I just haven't had like the. But I felt like one of the things that I had to face was, you know, some of my goals and some of my things that I wasn't prioritizing. I had so many excuses. The biggest goals is to share with you guys things that I've made or things that I've put my name on or curated or, you know, something like that. I just want to share the Tarmar love and have something tangible for you guys. For so long I had this negative connotation with the word merch. It's something that I want to do, and I just want to see what you guys think. Like, would you be interested if I brought out a couple of t-shirt designs? And you know, everything I do would totally be standalone. Like, it wouldn't be anything with my name on it. It would just be something that I helped design or make, that's good on its own, like without having any association with me per se. But yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in some cool like t-shirt designs or slogan tees. I guess by saying it on the vlog, it means that I almost need to make it happen, and I'm facing that fear of actually not saying it to you guys, because I feel like when you say something you have to follow through, so I want to follow through. A lot of you guys have also been asking me about the kit itself, which is really beautifully illustrated. They're not like the normal generic pack of tarot cards and the guidebook. I got them off Amazon, so if you missed the link last time, I'll link them again down below. Yes, I got my good tan jeans on. We are going out to have a few drinks because it is the weekend. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. I've been spending the last few hours trying to get the vlog together. I still will have more to do when I get home, which but I'm a pro at that. Something about the warm weather in New York makes cocktail season, like in my brain, just go like ah. So yeah, we're heading to the bar around the corner. We are going to meet actually one of my friends from Ireland who I went to school with, who I actually haven't caught up with for a couple of years, so it should be nice to see her. A twirl.
I said lose the twirl.
Lose the twirl? I'm not losing the twirl. Business casual, people.